Hi guys, here's this week's top crypto news for realtors. The $32 billion exchange company FTX imploded. What happened and what does this mean for crypto and real estate? Hi, I'm Rich Hopin, the creator of Crypto News for Realtors, and I write a weekly newsletter. I make YouTube videos and I have a podcast, and I'm a real estate broker with Compass in New Jersey. But before I jump into this week's news, if you could do me a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep you up to date on all the important crypto news. The life and death of FTX has dominated crypto, business, and the mainstream media. What happened? Sam Bankman-Fried's $32 billion crypto trading firm FTX not only imploded, it caused a $150 billion loss in the crypto market in 3 days after FTX's token, FTT, dropped 80%. Here are the key events explaining what happened. Number one, in 2017, Alameda Research was formed. This is a quantitative trading firm, and it was started by Sam Bankman-Fried. And if you don't know what quantitative trading firm is, it's a firm that uses algorithms and math to determine what trades to make. So that was 2017. 2 years later, in 2019, Sam Bankman-Fried started FTX, and he had a majority stake in both of those companies, FTX and in Alameda Research, and the businesses were intertwined. Binance, the largest crypto exchange, invested in FTX. FTX grew rapidly, and Binance sold its equity back to FTX, and a portion of the payment was in FTT tokens. In the spring and summer of 2022, FTX purchased and provided loans to several large failing crypto firms. At this time, Bankman-Fried was seen as a savior in the industry. He kind of swooped in, gave loans, and purchased companies that were dying. On November 2nd, 2022, CoinDesk published an article by Ian Allison that disclosed a leaked Alameda balance sheet. It showed of the $14.6 billion of assets, the biggest asset was $3.66 billion of FTT. And after that was $2.16 billion of FTT collateral. It's raised lots of eyebrows and created a lot of conversation on Twitter. On November 6, 2022, Binance announced it would sell hundreds of millions of FTT. This precipitated $4 billion in withdrawals, and pretty quickly a backlog of FTT sale requests was piling up. The next day, on November 7th, $6 billion of FTT was withdrawn. On November 8th, FTX had reached its breaking point, could no longer meet customer demand for withdrawals, and there was a liquidity crisis. Binance stepped in, signed a letter of intent with FTX to acquire FTX. And there was a collective sigh of relief in the industry. The next day, on November 9th, Binance withdrew its offer after starting its due diligence. The Wall Street Journal also reported that day that FTX used billions of customer funds for its crypto trading firm. Not cool. The failure of FTX to segregate and protect customer funds is a central reason for FTX's failure. On November 11th, Sam Bankman-Fried resigned and the company filed for bankruptcy. It was the largest crypto bankruptcy filing to date. The autopsy began as soon as FTX went into bankruptcy. FTX's new CEO, John J. Ray III, awesome name, oversaw Enron's bankruptcy. He reported to the court in a filing, and these are his words, not my summary, quote, "Never in my career have I seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and such a complete absence of trustworthy financial information as occurred here. From compromised systems integrity and faulty regulatory oversight abroad to the concentration of control in the hands of a very small group of inexperienced, unsophisticated, and potentially compromised individuals, this situation is unprecedented," end quote. So Ray found out a whole bunch of things, and here are the worst things that he highlighted. There was no accounting department. There was no human resources department. Ray could not even obtain a list of the employees. There were no records of real estate purchased by the company, although there was a lot of real estate purchased by the company. There was a $1 billion loan from FTX to Sam Bankman-Fried. Alameda Research spent over $8 billion to acquire startups by trading on credit that no other firms had received. There was no record of board meetings. And, this is incredible, there was no record of any customer asset deposits. After reviewing available financial statements, Ray said he lacks confidence in the records. He cited examples of inadequate procedures such as payment requests submitted on chat platforms, with supervisors giving approvals with emojis. Bloomberg's opinion columnist Matt Levine, who's awesome, I love his stuff, he questioned how the other FTX leaders could claim, which they had been doing, that they were shocked by these practices. Levine wrote, quote, "On the one hand, it does seem like FTX was what you'd get if you had half a dozen college buddies run a global financial exchange with no supervision. On the other hand, there were in fact hundreds of employees, including a chief regulatory officer. They resigned in shock when they learned about FTX's insolvency and its misuse of customer money. But presumably, they knew about the emojis in the chats. It's one thing for a small group of top executives who all live with each other to do intentional fraud and keep it secret from the rest of the company. But the complete failure of corporate controls and complete absence of trustworthy financial information seems like something someone might have noticed," end quote. So basically what we're reading in all kinds of publications is absolute shock as to how he ran his business. So expect to see lots of coverage of FTX's failures over the next few weeks. There will definitely be hearings on Capitol Hill. So that's it. This has been the top crypto news for a while, and it will continue to be. If you're curious about what the crypto industry is saying, check out this week's newsletter, and the link is below, and watch what CEO of Strike, Jack Muller, said on CNBC. It's really great. It's a really cool, 3-minute clip. But before I go, I wanted to share my thoughts on Sam Bankman-Fried and why I think he's a very bad dude. So over the past 42 weeks, I've documented the rise of crypto, the short-lived excitement of using NFTs to purchase houses, the sudden collapse of several exchanges during the summer that decimated the crypto market, and the crypto's transformation from an asset that was a hedge against inflation to one that followed the S&P. So this was an incredibly volatile time, and crypto news found a new face for crypto. Instead of the relatively reclusive founder of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, the media started profiling 30-year-old Sam Bankman-Fried. Bankman-Fried was the CEO of the $32 billion crypto exchange FTX and Alameda Research, and commonly described as a wunderkind. He built a personal brand of a nerdy, brilliant crypto leader whose mission was to bring crypto to the masses and redefine finance. And he dressed the part, wore shorts, t-shirts. His hair was just wild curls. He was on the cover of influential magazines such as Fortune. He shared a stage with Tony Blair and Bill Clinton. He projected this anti-greed, anti-capitalist image by embracing the new effective altruism philosophy of earning as much money as possible, living modestly, and donating everything else to help others. When Bankman-Fried was interviewed, he didn't come across as arrogant or disingenuous like some big CEOs who are in the news a lot recently. He seemed brilliant, likable, and most importantly, trustworthy. Bankman-Fried used his money and fame to gain access to Washington's power brokers. He met with leaders and staff of the SEC and CFTC, U.S. senators and representatives, and then, poof, it was all gone. In a shockingly short period of time, FTX, Alameda Research, and the 100-plus other entities controlled by Bankman-Fried went into bankruptcy. Bankman-Fried was fired. The impact of FTX's failure on the crypto industry will be profound. How will this impact crypto and real estate? Well, extensive news coverage of this spectacular crypto business failure and its financial impact on investors and FTX employees has ignited a fire under the collective butts of the legislators and regulators. The crypto industry will be reined in. Investors will be protected, and the benefits of crypto will be realized. Lower transaction costs, exponentially faster transfers of international payments, increased security and transparency on a decentralized and public ledger, the blockchain, and opportunities for the world's bankless population to acquire property and build wealth. So don't give up on crypto because of the FTX headlines. Crypto is not going to disappear. In 2023, the crypto industry will grow up, and the benefits of crypto, institutional endorsements, and regulatory safeguards will give people the comfort and confidence that crypto is more than a speculative investment. It will become another asset in your home buyers' portfolios. So keep the faith, Never stop educating yourself about crypto. And if you have any crypto comments or questions, write them below or reach out to me directly. After the last issue I sent out, got a flurry of emails. I love hearing from those of you that read my newsletter and watch my videos. So remember, stay crypto curious. It's still early days in crypto, and it's a great time to become crypto savvy. If you have any questions about real estate in New Jersey, reach out to me. I'll see you next time.